You were gonna have a guest today, but
They bailed.
they bailed. They
Yeah.
couldn't make it. They said, "Hey, sorry, I got drunk and I can't come."
They said they booked a last minute stand-up show last night.
Right.
But here's my thing with that. That's what, 30, 40, 50 people. It's 2 a.m. stand-up show. How many people could be there? I did a stand-up show yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Here you are. But maybe their stand up is like they get wasted and they come off stage and they
Right.
and they just or maybe they just didn't want to
They didn't just want to be on the show.
they just didn't want to do the show.
Do you drink before doing a show still?
No.
No. Oh, you do it completely sober.
Yeah, I try and do all everything completely sober. Yeah, leave the drinking for the celebration afterwards.
Yeah, see, that's smart. That's professional.
Did you drink before your show yesterday?
Nah, I had one.
Okay, somebody had a couple
one or
drinks.
two. Because then I like to feel like I want to be on the same level as the audience.
Right.
And the audience has always had a couple. So if you've had a couple and you come out there, it's kind of like you're flowing off them a little bit more. Maybe I'm just a coward and it's
Yeah, but
'cause
you're
I'm-
not on the same level, like literally as well. You're on a stage, above
Right.
them, and also like they're there to see you perform, I assume.
Yeah, and the
that them or someone else, you or somebody else. But yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely one or two, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
No, like,
do whatever
I-
you gotta do to get into the zone for yourself.
I used to like sometimes I would take like 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
8, and then you're just wasted. You forget punchlines. I'd record my sets obviously, and the next morning I would listen to it to be like, oh, I want to see which jokes worked. And then I'm like, you didn't even say the punchline. That didn't even make any sense, you drunk idiot.
But you felt so good. You had so much confidence.
Yeah.
You were shooting guns from the hip. You're like, ha! You like that one, didn't you? No, there was no punchline.
It's true. The confidence was there. The coherency.
Now, I remember when I was like young acting, when I was doing auditions for the first time, like going into the room and being in front of people, it was more nerve-wracking than being on stage for some reason. And I'd like, shake a little bit or whatever it is. So I would have a drink to loosen up.
Before like
Before an audition,
film audition.
before an audition, and you're doing like a couple nips before you get in there. And then,
nips.
yeah, a couple nips, couple sips.
Out of a little flask, or how would you do it?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, you'd have a little flask or whatever it is, or you get a drink at a bar early morning, which
to
is
the-
not great. It's a slippery slope for you. And then one day I had this audition, and I was hopping on the subway to go to the audition, and I reach into my bag. I have this thing of Malibu because that's the only thing I had at the time, or whatever it
Oh
was.
my
It's from a
God.
party the night before.
Like pineapple rum?
Yeah, pineapple rum. I took a quick sip of that, closed it off, and then I look over, and there's a homeless man or unhoused man looking at me, and he gave me one of these. I was like, okay, all right, maybe we're going down the wrong path here with drinking on the
subway in the morning?
Subway in the morning.
Wow. Because that's a fear, because I once was in a scene and we were supposed to be drinking, and then we put a little bit of beer in the cup. It was like a red Solo cup.
Right.
And I drank it and it tasted like beer and it made me relaxed, and it kind of started to do that placebo. And the director came up to me, he's like, Ian, this is the most relaxed I've ever seen you. Like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And I was like, shit, it's because I'm drinking. And it like made me think I'm going to become an alcoholic now because...
Because you have that addictive personality. You're just like, I got to drink if I'm going to perform. I got to be...
Well, especially when you're getting compliments and you're like, was that what's holding me back the whole time? Just that little bit of nerves? It's a dangerous slope, like you said.
Yeah, but it's a fun slope at the same time. It's a slippery slope. You have a good ride for a little while.
It's like tobogganing or skiing.
Until you get out of control, you're having a wonderful
Oh,
time.
so going so fast?
Yeah, you feel great. The wind's in your hair. Life is easy.
No helmet?
No helmet. You're just raw dogging that hill.
Yeah. It's comedians who do like 2 shows in a night too that really make you think. Like they do a 5 o'clock and a 7 o'clock, or like a 7 and 9. You're like, if you're a comedian who needs 3 or 4 drinks before a show, you're screwed because you can't do that twice in one night, or you'll be pooped by the end of the
Probably
second.
why there's the whole community's riddled with
Alcoholics.
problems.
Yeah.
Substance problems.